Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Building Strengths Tutorials. I hope you all are doing great. In today's video, we are going to learn how to recode or group data into different categories in SPSS in just 5 easy steps. So let's start. You can see a sample data sheet on my screen. We have gender, age and daily income of the households of around 30 respondents here. You can see. On top of the sheet, you can see name of the variables like respondent's name, gender, age, and daily income of the household. You can see that right now the daily income of the household is in numbers like 250, 220, 420, 120, etc. Now, say for example, you want to categorize your daily income of the household data into 3 different categories, such as you can see on your screen, such as respondents who earn daily income within the range of 0 to 300 rupees, and respondents who earn within the range of 300 to 500 rupees, and lastly respondents who earn the daily income within the range of 500 and above. So in this case, you have to recode or group the existing data. The first step is to do this is to go to the transform menu, which you can see on your screens here. You just have to click the transform menu. Step 2 is under the transform menu, you need to go to the recode into different variables, which you can see on your screens. You have to click on it. The next step is to select the variable you want to recode or group. In our case, it is daily income of the household. So select it and press the arrow button, as you can see here, to put that into the input variable. Now, step 4 is to write the name of your new output variable. Say for example, we are writing here as daily underscore income, and we are also labeling it as daily underscore income. Then you have to press change button. Now, why you need to change or why you need to write a different name of the variable? Because after recoding your one of the variables data, the SPSS will regenerate a new variable with a new name. Okay, after doing this, the next step is to the fifth and final step is to replace the old values with the new ones for the selected variables. So here you have to click old and new values option, and here you will be having multiple options. First is you can change or replace any of the old value with the new one. Say for example, you want to change this 550, right? You can see 550 here. You want to change this 550 under the category of daily income of the household with a value of 250, right? So you just have to write 550 here under old value section, and under the new value section you have to write 250, and after that you have to press add. So you can see here that the old value will be now replaced with 250, which is new value. So if this is not what you want, then you can anytime remove it by just click on it and then press the remove button. Second is you can see that here is system missing and system or user missing. So second is you want to replace or change system missing or user missing values with some other values. So you just have to click on either system missing or system or user missing values, and then you just have to write the new values you want to replace with the system or user missing values. Next up is range. So you can add a range, or basically you can create a group of your existing data with the help of these three options. You can see here. What you have to do is just select range here and then write the range you want to create. So for example, in our case, we want to create three ranges, basically from 0 to 300, 300 to 500, and then 500 and above. So what you have to do is you'll just have to write 0 in the lower range and then 300 in the highest range, and after that you have to write the new value which you want to replace with. So say for example, if I want to replace this with value 1, so I will just add 1 here in the new value section and then I will press add. So our second range is from 300 to 500, basically the respondents whose daily income of the household will fall under the category of 300 and 500. Okay, so one important thing here is that you need to be careful when you are adding your second range is when you have added 0 to 300 before. So your next range should be start from either 301 or 300.001. Why? Because basically in order to avoid duplicacy, in case if you will write 300 again here, it means that the 300 will be counted in the previous range as well as in your current range. So in just to avoid the duplicacy, you have to start your next range from either 300.001 or 301. So your highest range will go up to 500. Again, you have to write the new value and then you have to press add. The third range was 500 and above, so we can just straightforwardly select this range value through highest and you will have to just write the highest value here, which is again you cannot write 500, you have to write 501 just to avoid the duplicacy. Write the new value and then press add. So now I have added all the ranges here. Okay, so after this you need to press continue button and then you have to press OK here. Now you can see a new variable titled daily income with values 1, 2 and 3. Now you can also label these values by just clicking on the variable view here. Under variable number 5, daily income, you can just go to values and just select it. What you have to do is simply you have to just write values and labels for them. Say for example, I will write 1 under the value section and then I'll give it a label as lower income group and then you have to just press add. Second value and then you'll add the label as middle income group and then you will press again add and then you will add 3 under the value section and give it a label as higher income group. Okay, now you just have to press OK button here. When you will again go to your data view, you can see here that your data values has been replaced with the labels now. When you will perform any of the analysis tool under the SPSS, the SPSS will give you the results with these groups only. So for example, you can see the frequency tables under the descriptive statistics section. The data is now has been analyzed based on these three categories. One is lower income group, middle income group and higher income group. So that's it. I hope you liked the video and it helped you. For any queries, please write to me in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Goodbye and take care.